Alright, we're up. Oh, okay. So, interesting thing. Now it shows the chat list. That is awesome. Yeah. Zero. People watching at this moment. Play. This moment. Play. Let me mute. Oh, let me see. I can hear it. Let me mute. Yes, I can hear myself, which is great. Um, okay. Let me just wait here. I don't want to show my legs. Uh-huh. Now it's not actually needed to if you look not in Twitch. Animation cooking? Oh, um. Hey, Iro, good to see you again. To preview. I was hoping for you to join. So how's things? What's up to the life? I kind of got in earlier today. Sure that I wouldn't be late because I'm just so used to getting late because of multiple reasons that I like to enjoy the moment. I Not bad. Oh, I see. Yeah. Uh, One of the things that we're actually gonna talk to you today is exactly about that. A lot of people have been having a lot of work to do. That includes me being here at the whole, especially for the events and the following. And well, that's pretty much one of the reasons we are why. Uh, uh, can you hear me? Because for me, I just started hosting, but it doesn't make sense because I'm actually singing right now. What the hell? Oh, that's it. It's working. Anyway, yeah. So we're like uh, pretty much we have more things to do than we have time these days. It's kind of tense, so it's true. And uh, that was one of the reasons that we actually went so much time not streaming. We had those technical issues back then. The last stream before this one was a total disaster. Honestly, I think Ira was here and some of the other members of the community as well. But you might remember that I didn't have a cam. I think if I had a cam, I didn't have a mic. No, I did have a mic. Just didn't have the camera. So it was a complete disaster. The OBS software just gave up working on this machine specifically, and um, the next and my other computer it was like a total mess. The cameras were not working. I don't know. It was just crazy. Finally managed to get uh, Streamlabs OBS working again on this computer, uh, but I don't know. I just hope it keeps working. And you might notice that we don't have the usual HUD that we normally have. That's because it's all gone after I had to reset every single configuration and setup I had on Streamlabs OBS. Make it work, yeah. Just crazy. But it is a software that is on beta, so I guess, yeah, yes, part of the normal thing. Eventually have problems. But the thing is, uh, well, we're back. Okay, kind of back. We're in this weird situation in which we are. What? Well, I'm here. I'm streaming. We got a lot of things to show you about the game and things that kept, you know, like we wanted to show before, but we didn't because you know all the problems that we had, and then we had the holidays that got into our workflow right after. And this Monday was supposed to I was supposed to be streaming, but I didn't have time for that. Actually, today I don't have the time for that because I'm actually so filled up with things to do for the event that I don't suppose I should be here, but I can't spend too much time not live streaming and not talking to you guys because you know I just feel like we connected this when we're not having live stream. So yeah, I'm here. I should be doing other kind of stuff, but I get to talk to you guys about a bunch of things. Firstly, the game is suffering and going through a lot of changes. Nothing major in the way that like we've had changes that literally changed the game, like the core experience of it. It's nothing like that. Just that uh, since we have to get a decent field, go at PAX, and to eventually show to some people at GDC as well, we have been rushing with a lot of features and things that we didn't have the time before to actually implement, or we're prioritizing other things like multiplayer, and now we don't. Now we are prioritizing new features and uh, dealing with bugs and making the game look as much finished as it can. Finished as it can. We don't want it to be buggy and to I don't know have systems that are not fully implemented uh, at these events because you know not on the opposite side of the spectrum of players, like we have those players that are really the base and the the ones that follow us and are part of the community and understand us and watch our streams and know all the things that we're doing and know the amount of work we have with the game and how much we love it and how much we're trying to actually deliver a good experience for you. Like you people that are watching right now, you are those kind of players, that normally understand when we're having like when we have a bug, when we have something that we not take off the game just yet because we are prioritizing for other things. And there are the players that don't care, the ones that just play the game. It doesn't feel right for some reason. It seems unpolished, and they just leave. They just forget about the game. They just think it's crap. And I'm not saying that everyone at PAX is gonna be like that kind of player, but many of those that will play the game there will feel this way if it's polished enough. So, and that's one reason why we we actually once again put the multiplayer online feature a little bit forward to schedule because we were spending a lot of time with it. It's probably 70%, 80% done, but that 20% that we still have to work on it will take possibly 1 or 2 weeks of work, and that is something that we cannot afford right now, having so many bugs dealt with, uh, and you know some features that we just needed in the game, but we needed everyone, every developer in working on those. So that's what's happening right now with the outer space project. Yeah, with outer space, what's happening. Um, so yeah, let me read what you're saying right now. Yeah, I had a stream where my internet so work all. That happened here too. Like we had some internet issues, but I think it was because the computer kind of old, and I use this a lot. Anyway, the computer is kind of old, and the the internet Ethernet chip, uh, like it was just not the board. That's the chip. The internet board, it was not working. Like it was working but not properly. So I had to update it, and after I updated it, just worked. You might try that as well. Maybe some reason you have to update your software for the internet. Red Link is mocking me for the awkward apologies title. Uh, they are awkward already because I don't know. I just don't like to apologize. Not because I don't think it's correct. It's important to apologize when you screw up, but it's just never that. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, but it's okay, and I'm fully okay with apologizing. All it's not thing that I enjoy doing, just saying it. But anyway, but it's important to apologize. And oh, I have to set up this chat box. Only appear like to disable file. It's busted. Oh no, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it right now. Always show. Oh, there you go. There it is. How to close it? Okay, done. There you go. And Redlink, how are you feeling going to GDC this year? Google is going to be there. Yes, yes, yes. So, okay. So firstly, Linux. Wow, great games. Good job. Thanks, man. Really. If you're watching from Twitch, and sometimes I read something in the screen, it's because it's from we stream at the same time. So, platform. But yeah, I'm going to GDC this year. This is gonna be the first time I'm going there. I've never been to the event, and people say it's like it's bizarre and amazing and awesome, huge and scary. I don't know, it's everything. Um, it's funny because I don't know. I didn't actually have time to understand that I'm going. It's like oh no, I did not answer. I will. I will answer that. I kind of forgot. But just 1 second. Uh, so like I have so many things to do that I kind of didn't have time to really understand that I'm going and to prepare myself for going there. So yeah, I don't know how it feels just yet. I mean, I'm excited, and I I don't know. I think it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be like we're going for GDC not to show the game exactly. We do have some plans to meet people there and eventually show the trailer and maybe let them play the build. But it's something way more private, you know. Nothing like open like we did last year. Last year we were on GDC Play, the exposition panel and the event, so you could we were like showing the early pre-alpha build of the game back there, and it was awesome, but it was good for getting feedbacks that on things that we knew it was just an early build. We knew we had a lot of space to change things and to create new features and I don't know rework the game like we did. Like after we came back from GDC, it was in that moment that we completely reworked the game and moved its focus more to the theme of moving to a new house than to the I don't know space combat opera that we were thinking about. Pretty crazy back then. But it's good to be going to the event. I think it's gonna teach a lot of things like in my way of seeing the industry. Um, like for those who don't know, we live and work in Brazil, and the scene here, the development scene in Brazil, especially for games, is pretty small. Like it's still young, and and a lot of things that we do, like developing games, is mostly for the international related. We don't develop a game for Brazilians, fortunately, because there are not many of us here that actually play and support games, independent games, especially independent games from Brazil. So we do not have as many people developing as other countries, and we're like starting to get the support from the community here, the gaming community. Um, so it's like we live in kind of a bubble in which we have to work for things and understand things that are happening outside of the country. But right here we can access have internet obviously, but it's different. I'm excited to that. And right after that, we're going for facts. So I'm gonna stop right here in a second just to answer Iro. Well, no, I did not. I did not look into TwitchCon just yet. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do so eventually, possibly when I come back from GDC. Since you told me it's an event that happens in September, I suppose more towards the end of the year. Gonna take my time to look into that because right now I'm so rushed and time to look into that. But it is something that we will do. I promise you that. Like, if I forget to do it, you can remember me because I'm gonna quote a friend here, Mark from Rogue's Nail. He says that he has a fish memory, like have a shortage of RAM memory in his brain. So sometimes I just forget things that happened yesterday. Uh, I might possibly forget to look into that, but feel free to remember me if you want. But I'll take my notes and try to save that reminder, just to remember to look into that. Yeah, it does seem to be cool. Like I was saying that TwitchCon is great, and it must be. I really believe it. especially now that influencers and like floating. It's the scene is changing a bit, but still we have a lot of things to learn and gain from each other, like developers, streamers. So I think it might be a great news to go there. Hmm. And now facts. Right after the end of GDC, which stole 22 March 22 or 23. Right at the end of it, the next week, it starts at PAX East. What happens in Boston. Oh, yeah, it is Boston, and that is a completely different event. For those that don't know anything about it or never been there, it's an consumer focused event. So for here in Brazil, it is it's a lot more like BGS than it is uh, to Big, for example, or to SB Games. So it's a consumer focused event, uh, but it is a consumer focused event that has a lot of space for indie games in general. Yeah, we chose to show the game there this year because we have seen that it's a lot closer to the final version of the game. We want to see how that version is enjoyed or not by the consumers, so the final consumers. Uh, so if you happen to be there, like if you live close to Boston, live in Boston, take a look at the build and play with other people there. Feel free to. Uh, those that are part of the community, we will release a build, uh, the same build that we use in the event. We will release it possibly earlier to the community. And by earlier, I mean like no, next week max. I would have time to fully act. But it's a huge event, and they're pretty and see what uh how people like us. They do like it. They like it a lot. If they don't, what they don't like in it. And I know we don't have much time to change a lot of things in the game, but we are still open to it. So yeah, that's the idea. Go there, show the game, get some feedback, and start spreading a little bit of the word about the game. Show people that we are helping it, that we have many things to go, put in it, that we wanted to put in it, but get the idea of how it is to play for real. Uh, hey, are you saying that a lot of affiliate small streamers will be? Oh, talking about affiliate, we just became affiliate, and I think I didn't properly thank you for that. Like we I know it's not our focus. Like we don't have the intention of living like getting money and getting paid Twitch. Um, so it might sound weird that we are happy with that, but we have that internal goal, becoming an affiliate, more as a token of the dedication that we want to put into streaming and into the community that watches it, and we finally hit it with Hugo's last stream, with him slowly drawing, finishing up the promotion art. With that stream, we actually got everything we needed to become an affiliate, and that is just awesome. And I know it implies in some changes, like we now have the ability to give some permissions, to give extra uh, emojis and reactions, things like that. I can actually take time to read it all and to understand how that all works. I know that we can create custom um, actions, custom icons and badges. Uh, I don't know. I think a lot of things, a lot of cool things, and now that we have affiliate badge, badge title, now that we are affiliate, which is gonna be cool. And I was saying that he lives in California. So yeah, GDC is a thing, California, right? I'm kind of bad at geography, but I think San Francisco is in California, so it must be kind of close to you, possibly. I think California too. Anyway, so yeah, we will be at GDC if you happen to be there, San Francisco at that time. Yeah, it's gonna be a pleasure. Uh, yeah, we can have subscribers now, and that's good. That's cool. I mean, yeah, it's not a focus again. Like it's not the reason why we're here. We're not here to actually get money. We still work with games and we wanna keep doing that. But it's awesome to see that we've reached the point, both in followers, time streams, time watched, and comments and interaction in the community. I don't know, it's just great that we reached that point. Uh, I hope speedrunners get to love the game. Yeah, I do hope that as well. It's I don't know how speedrun work with procedurally generated games. I know they do those kind of runs, but I've never watched one. That might be happening. But yes, well, that's pretty much it. Sorry once again to you all for kind of letting you down with all of that time without a stream. I do hope to change that. I gotta warn you though that next week I won't be here in Brazil. I will be, in California, San Francisco, in the middle of an event. I have intentions to somehow send you news and information about what's happening there, possibly through the Discord, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream. I'm not gonna take my laptop because it weighs almost as much as me. Uh, so yeah, I'm not gonna take my huge laptop there, and I won't be able to from it. Maybe from a cell phone if I get to get an internet good enough, like a Wi-Fi good enough for streaming. Um, and yeah, that's it. I don't expect a lot of streams for information next week, but as soon as I come back, as in March 23, gonna come back to the regular streams. It might take a while before we get all the screen set up right. You can see it's like kind of missing some codes that we usually use. That's because they just disappeared when I called back. But expect more streams, not more, but we coming back to regular rhythm, frequency of streaming. And thank you so much both for helping us become an affiliate, which is a landmark for us, is really important, and for being here all the time, getting the live stream, for chatting, having a conversation with us, and I just want to say that I missed this streaming all time that we were not able to live stream. I did miss, especially because I'm doing these things, uh, and they are not as fun as I've been doing. So yeah, I do miss you guys. Thank you for. I'm gonna end today. Yeah, I can't long because I still have a lot of things. But I just didn't want to, yeah, I just didn't want to, once again, hey, didn't have this live stream travel without opportunity. But it's exciting times for the whole. We're soon to announce the game. Uh, expect to build on for pretty soon of the game tested. It can help us improve it for the packs, pack build, so that we can get on the event with a more polished and bug-free build. And that's it. Just gotta thank you all. I mean, anything that you need, just talk to me on Discord. I'll be more than glad. See you later. We see each other when I come back from sea. Bye bye. Thanks for coming.